Late at night, I like to think about the neuroscientist that accidentally found out he was a psychopath. So he was running multiple studies at once. He was looking at the brains of known serial killers and psychopaths. He was looking at Alzheimer's, and he also was having a conversation with his mother prior, and they were going into family history about their family having some serial killers in there. They're even cousins with Lizzie Borden. He literally refers to her as cousin Lizzie. So he has some of his family members give him some PET scans. Some of his live family members give him PET scans of his brain. He has like 10 of them. And he says that he likes to do blind studies when he does studies. So, he'll keep them all organized and put names over the tabs or tabs over the names. So he is looking over, I think it was an Alzheimer's case, but he was looking over the controlled group. And while he's looking over the controlled group, he sees a brain and he was like, I think one of the psychopath's brain must have accidentally got in here. He's like this can't be right. So he gets his assistant. He was like, no, like this is a brain that goes in here. Da, da, da. So he pulls back the tab that's over the name and he finds out that it's his brain. Mind you, he refers to the brain as like being mangled. There's basically nothing going on in the frontal cortex. Like it's completely dull. And your frontal cortex is known for like your decision making, rationale, impulse control. I think it's part of like somewhere your identity is at and stuff like that. So when that is not lighting up, there's no activity. That's where you get psychopaths from. That's where you get lack of empathy. That's where you get like the imposter type identities and stuff like that. So he's like, excuse me. He literally says that he was so busy with studies at the time that he kind of like shrugged it off and was like, back burner type shit. So mind you, when he was running the study on his family with them, having serial killers and psychopaths in their history, he also had them do blood samples as well as PET scans. What he ran their blood for was like this gene. It's called the warrior gene because it suppresses how serotonin reacts in your brain. So like basically when you get mad, serotonin is supposed to come in there, calm you down, and like cool you out. If you have the warrior gene, your brain is not able to take in that serotonin like it's supposed to cool you out. When he gets the blood samples back, he finds out everybody in his family, like nobody has it. Like the 10 people the 9 people that he got the samples from, nobody has it. Guess who has it? He does. So now at this point, he's like, okay, what's going on? And he ends up having some type of press conference or something going on with some studies overseas in another country, and he ends up deciding to do his little display. I don't know, I can't remember the word. He decides to do his on his brain and what he found out. Mind you, this is in front of a whole bunch of other psychiatrists. So for as long as his presentation was, that's the word, they were able to study him. They were able to go over all the information that he gave them and stuff like that. Afterwards, they said that they all hung out and he basically was like, like, what do y'all think? And they were all like, yeah, like it's giving borderline. Like it's giving borderline. And we also think like it could be a little bit of bipolar, but like not American bipolar, like whatever their definition of bipolar was. So he gets a flight back to the States. He starts talking to his wife and his little buddy psychiatrist, and he was like, what do y'all think of me? Be honest. Like, don't be shy. Tell me. And they looked at him like, we been told you was a borderline psychopath. He said, no. Y'all said I was crazy. Like, I'm a little woo. They said, no, we never said that. No, we never said that. We said you are a borderline psychopath. And basically he was like, I laughed. I don't care. He said, I just decided I don't care. And then basically everybody was like, yeah, that's the point. That's the point. So then they go on, he's talking with psychiatrist buddy, and they were like, how do you feel about revenge? And his answer was, yeah, everybody gets mad. He was like, but it doesn't matter when. It could be 2 years, it could be 3 years. Like, I'm gonna get you back. He was like, I won't even let you know that I'm mad. He's like, you'll never know. He was like, but I'll get you back. He said, you won't even know what it's for at this point. He said, but when everything's crumbling, they were like, no, not everybody feels that way about revenge. And mind you, like, he's saying this like with he's dead ass serious. Like he couldn't be no more serious than what he really is. And then he said something that like really stuck out to me. He was like, well, like once it became a topic and everybody knew around me, he was like, it was almost like I couldn't get away with stuff anymore. And I said, Mind you, he had stated like in the past, like he would be able to get away with stuff. Mind you, this is a white man, so he'd be like, anytime he would ever like get in trouble, he never got in trouble because like he would find a way to like laugh himself out of it. And he says like, you know, he doesn't think he's manipulated people, but the whole I can't get away with stuff anymore is very telling. And he also goes on to say like he feels bad for people that have the combination that he has that weren't raised the way that he was, because if he feels like if he would have suffered any abuse, that this could be a completely different story, and you know, none of them would even be sitting here today. And it just has me thinking, kind of like I stated before with the whole imposter identity, it's like nobody's wronged you bad enough yet. You've already admitted to the sitting and waiting on revenge. And even when it's far to say, like when life is crumbling around you, nobody has crossed you in that way. It's always been there. You were always capable. And I think we would both be silly to deny that. But I don't know, like I think about that all the time. He has a book and his name is something Fallon, Fallon. I want to read the book. I've only ever just watched his videos on it. It's actually really interesting. Go look. It's really interesting.